Hi everyone, this is CVGS, it's me, Leon, and firstly I'd like to apologize that for this set we are unable to do the cool code opening that we always do for the collaboration boosters due to circumstances like school and everything, and plus with the COVID-19 that's going on right now. You guys please do take care of yourself. This is a crazy world out there right now. Really, please take care of yourself. Okay. And so with that said, we go straight into the unboxing video itself. Okay, so what we have here today is the Collaboration Booster 12, the Extreme Edition for the Kamen Rider Collaboration Booster. So basically this set itself is a touch-up set as well as a reboot set for those who are unable to get their set from the previous box, like the CB04, CB01 and all those things. So this set basically caters to that mostly. So what are the riders that are featured in this set are Kamen Rider Deno, Kamen Rider Kuuga, Kamen Rider Faiz, and of course the touch-up for 01 himself that was released recently. Okay, however, cards like Ryuki that didn't get a touch-up for this set as far as I know. And so yeah, these are the main riders that will be in here. And of course, there are also 5 exclusive CP that is released for this set, which are all Grand Walkers for those riders that was mentioned. Alright, okay, so when you look at here, you can see the box itself. We have the riders themselves, and then we will look around the box. At the back here is the details for what you need to know that it contains in this set, which is 71 cards plus 5 extras. So we have 1 double extra, 8 extras, 8 master rares, 24 rares, and 30 commons plus the 5 CP. Okay, so the 5 CPs are mentioned again is the Grand Walkers for the set, which is Kuuga, Deno, Faiz, as well as 01. Who's the 5th one is basically Kamen Rider Ichigo. Yes, he is apparently in this set, and this is one of the most exciting things we have ever heard. All of that Heisei riders, Neo Heisei rider, and finally our first Showa rider has finally, not just the first, is the one and only granddaddy of the Kamen Rider series itself. Alright, okay, now of course before we open out the box to look at the pack, do remember there is the BS Club points that's in here that you can use to claim during events and stuff like that, during tournaments, and you can claim for calls and whatsoever not. Alright, moving on is the packs themselves. In here we have the packs. As you can see, it's also a nice vibrant of blue with all the riders that's right out in front, and then the back the details containing for the packs itself, what you need to know, and the Toei icon. Alright, okay, so with that said, we'll go straight into the unboxing. Oh yeah, just something a little bit to note is that there is no box stopper for the set because the CPs are all inside. Alright, okay, without further ado, let us go straight into the unboxing. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. And we are back. So right now we have opened up the box, and this is actually quite a nice Faiz box actually. And we even got the double extra for the set, which also had an alternate art, which is actually pretty cool actually when you think about it all in every sense of the word. Alright, but of course we will only be showcasing the X rare as well as the CP rares. So for any other additional information, please do check out Wall of Cards at the link in the description below for any other for the rest of the sets. The cards for this set, for the rest of the cards for this set and other translation for the other set that has been released up to this date. Alright, with that said, without further ado, let us proceed to the cards themselves. Alright, so the first one that we have here is Ore Sanjo Momotaro. Okay, I have arrived, Momotaro. Alright, so he is a Brave. Okay, when this Brave is summoned, destroy one opposing burst. Okay, then level 1, when this Brave is Spirit State, can be Radiant Descent onto by cards containing the name Kamen, while ignoring its Brave condition. When you have Radiant Descent onto this Brave, this base card can be Brave to that Spirit. Okay, in summary, this card is actually what we call Reload. For those who are familiar with the term from the main set, Reload basically is a Brave that when you can use that you can Radiant Descent on, and then it will be immediately equipped to the card. But this is a bit more specific to the Kamen set, so they don't want to confuse it, I believe. So they have a very specific condition to it, and as it stays there. Okay, moving on, its ability is the Brave condition, containing the name containing Deno. That's the Brave condition, alright? When Brave, this Spirit attacks, this Spirit cannot be blocked. Pretty straightforward. Out of all the double X rare, this is one of the more unique ones. So far, the double X-ray has been spirit based, and Momotaro is the first brave type spirit that is the brave type double X-ray that is released for this set, and it even has its own secret art, which is actually pretty cool actually. Although it also looks kind of scary with all things considered. Alright. Okay, then moving on, we have the Kamen Rider Kaiser. Okay, Kamen Rider Kaiser 2 himself is now he's back, and he is now as a burst, and he is a very special burst as well. Okay, so his burst is that during the start of your opponent's attack step, if there are 3 or more opposing spirit while this card is set, you can activate this burst while ignoring its cost. Okay, so its brave condition is where when your life is reduced, treat this card as colorless and destroy 3 opposing spirit / ultimate with 3 cost or less. After this effect resolves, summon this card without paying the cost. Okay, moving on. Level 2, when this spirit attacks, during this battle, 1 opposing spirit cannot block, and at the end of that battle, destroy that spirit. Okay, so basically what this card does is that it's a crowd control against smaller decks for the most part, especially with the way that this burst works. Since if your opponent has 3 or more spirit, you can trigger this burst prematurely when they start the attack. So you can use it in a defensive way or somewhat aggressive way to do a counter attack. Alright, and since it turns colorless, it does bypass armor, and some more is 3 cost and below, which would be the case for the most part actually. You can potentially use this burst quite effectively for the most part, especially the on attack ability, which is level 2, allows it to so-called paralyze one of your opponent's spirit that it cannot block that turn, and then when it resolves the battle, it destroys that spirit that was affected by this ability. So potentially as well, if your opponent has 2 spirit, you can force one into battle with you and then stop the other one from blocking you, especially the one that is stronger. That's the one you want to get rid of, right? It would be not good if he blocks with that, so you want to stop that and then force him to block with the other one, which is kill 2 birds with 1 stone. And this is also a very strong ability that a lot of us are waiting for. Actually, he's in the art where he's doing his exit charge, which makes it even better. Okay, this set, since it's mostly reprints, right? You also see a lot of returning X-rays. So one of them would be easily Blaster Faiz. Yes. Okay, so Blaster Faiz is a returning card from CB06, and he's one of the more powerful X-ray that is up to date for Kamen Rider set and very flexible around to play. So what its abilities are is a Radiant Descent Flash, red, purple of cost 5 or higher during your turn. Okay, you can Radiant Descent this card. Level 1, 2, and 3, when this spirit attacks, opposing spirit ultimate must block if possible. When this spirit is blocked, for each symbol on this spirit, send 1 call from your opponent's life to your opponent's reserve. Level 2 and 3, when this spirit attacks, this spirit gains 1 purple symbol in additional, when you have purple spirit that other than this spirit is on the field, this spirit gains 1 red symbol. So he is a 3 symbol. Okay, one of the most common ruling things about this is that when he attacks, right, or before you do the Radiant Descent or anything like that, do you get this symbol? Okay, so long when it's already in Blaster Faiz state when you do the attack, you get the symbol. But however, let's say you are attacking and then you Radiant Descent, then he won't get the symbol, which is that's just kind of how it works. Okay, is it? Yeah. So and the other thing is that because of how the effect works, when the moment that this card is blocked, right? When the moment is blocked, your opponent takes damage immediately. So what happens here is that during the attack, if your opponent don't flash and get rid of it, and he is forced to block, you immediately take the damage, and if he's already on low health, he'll instantly die in that turn, which makes this card really, really powerful. And there's a lot of way to abuse this ability, and we'll go into that very, very soon. Now we'll move on to the next card first, which also is part of the Faiz family from the CB06, which is the Horse of Phenol sprinting state. Okay, it's also a burst, just like Kaiser. After the opposing spirit ultimate attacks, summon this card without paying the cost. That is its burst condition. Level 1, 2, and 3, when this spirit is summoned, destroy 1 opposing spirit with 10k BP or less. When the spirit is destroyed by this effect, you can pay 1 cost to summon 1 purple / or purple spirit, red or purple spirit, card that is cost 6 or lower from your hand or trash. Level 2 and 3, when this spirit attacks, summon 2 calls from opposing spirit ultimate to your opponent's trash. So this ability, this is one of the best X-Rare burst that has also been released for the collaboration set up to this date, because one, they are Inferno Lords, they can be mixed into a main set very easily, and for the fact that they can, when you do destroy something that's 10k and below, you can summon cost 6 and below red or purple spirit for only 1 cost to help reinforce the field or continue the attack. And making things worse is that when he attacks, he can also send 2 costs from spirit and ultimates from to your opponent's trash, making it harder for them to retaliate. And he even fits the condition for a Radiant Descent for Blaster Faiz itself. Convenient, eh? Isn't it? Okay, now moving on to some of the style of the show, which is the CP for this Extreme Edition, which are all Grand Walkers actually. Grand Walkers for decks that are being touched up for the set, and one of them, clearly already as it is now, which is Faiz. So this is Henshin Kamen Rider Faiz. Okay, so it charges on Faiz, Kaiser, Delta, and Orthodox. That no cost state, so basically any of them would help you charge anyway. So level 1 and 2, this spirit symbol is also treated as purple, so it's double colored. Grand skill level 1 and 2, flash. During both players attack step, once per turn, send 3 costs from the Nexus to the void. Treat this Nexus as colorless, and then send 2 costs from one opposing spirit ultimate to your opponent's reserve. Level 2 Grand Field, cost 5 during your attack step. Or your spirit can target attack one opposing spirit or ultimate. This is actually quite nasty, really. Okay, so what happens is that if you combine it, so the highlight for this guy, when you combine it with Blaster Faiz, it actually turns it into an instant kill strategy. What happens is that when Faiz does the attack, right, when your opponent is forced to block and all, you take damage. When you target attack, the ability immediately triggers without even flash timing happening. So your opponent cannot flash, and you immediately take effect of the Blaster Faiz itself. And if his life is within that range, he'll instantaneously die in that moment of attack. And it's a confirmed ruling for those who are not sure or new to the set as well. So this is actually a very good makeup for the set. Previously, the card that was used for that was actually the Auto Bargain Bite mode. So I guess it's the replacement for it, in case you are unable to get the Auto Bargain one way or another. Right, next is the granddaddy of all Kamen Rider, Kamen Rider Ichigo. Henshin Kamen Rider Ichigo. So this is a Grand Walker CP as well, out of the one of the 5 CPs that you will get from the set, and you are to guarantee get 1 copy of this in every box, along together with another one of the CP Grand Walkers. Okay. So his ability is he charges on Kamen that is cost 3 or higher. Okay, so he's a Grand Force, cost 4, level 1 and 2, flash during your attack step. Send 4 costs from the Nexus to the void. During this turn, this Nexus can also be treated as a spirit of level 1 to BP3k with an effect where when this spirit attacks, add 1 call from the void to your trash and can only be destroyed by Grand Walker Nexus. Next is his Grand Field, which is a level 2 on 4 call. During your attack step, when your spirit from the family Kamen attacks, exhaust 1 opposing spirit or ultimate. So this is a very powerful effect as well. Not only when he becomes a Grand Force, he also gives you extra call when he does an attack. And best, if he has already 4 calls on him, despite when you are on the Grand Force, you can even exhaust out one of your opponent's spirit ultimate when he attacks. Let's say you have 8 calls on him altogether, or you already have one of your Kamen Rider attacks, straight away you will exhaust a spirit or ultimate, and that can be very helpful for the most part, especially if your opponent has a lot of spirit or ultimate on the table. So he is actually a very cheap Grand Walker, and also very effective as well in so many ways. Kind of a godsend, I guess you can say, for some cases. Alright, with that said, thank you all for watching. If you do like what you see here today, do remember to subscribe to us and ring the bell at the bottom to get notification of all our videos. And do remember to follow us on all our socials, which is Facebook, Twitter, Insta, and Discord, which people like Brandon and Jungle will be there on the most nice to discuss with you about cards and stuff like that. I'll try to be there as much as often as I can, if I'm not busy or anything like that. But yeah, sure. So thank you all for watching. We will see you in the next video. Bye!